Grand Rising, YouTube, Grand Rising. I've been trying to tap into this reading for some time, not even trying to, but to get this reading done, I want to tap back into the energy of the healing of the little matchstick girl. The energy is being real. This last energy, or not even last energy, this energy of this 555 is being real. Major shifts, definite higher friend energy, definite energy of wisdom and change. Yesterday when I tried to tap into this energy to do a reading, I was interrupted in so many ways that I kind of stopped, but I take note. This is a new journal. The last one I had, or the last few, I got so many, it's ridiculous. But I noticed how they started, and it's in a kind of no order. There's no order, because that's where energetically I was. It was just chaotic. You understand? I would have a dream, I would wake up, I would just grab hold of the first book I find, and I would start writing on any page. No order, but order. So anyway, we're going back around 2 years now. So I've got journals upon journals upon journals. Even there's a book written out of those journals. But of recent, the more journals I get, I notice it's more organized, more understandable, where I can go back and refer to easier. So anyway, as I was journaling yesterday, I got interrupted, but I was tapping into the eclipse energy because I feel like this is the final series of season 5. We're moving to season 6. I've been feeling that for around a week now, mixed with the energies that I've been in myself. There's a balance about to be stored. So all of that chaotic and that disorder, some kind of balance is being restored in this now, with the season 6 coming in. So I was talking about how Saturn's retrograde after 26 years in Aquarius challenges authority and responsibility. Possible changes or beliefs planned, minds, questions are going to be asked. That hermit energy, that higher friend energy, where you go in for inner wisdom. You're seeking inner wisdom through meditation. For me, that's how I got to this realization that I am at right now. So anyway, I got interrupted again. So I kind of stopped writing. What I don't usually do, very rare, is write down the time of when I start writing again. And yesterday it was 21:32. The date was 21/5/21. The numerology right there is for real. When I break down 21, when I break down the numbers, then it's relevant. It's 5. For me, I was getting 555. I'm just looking at why I even got that now. But it must be because I added up all the numbers. I can't remember how I got it. Because when I start writing, I just automatic, everything says freehand. But for some reason, I got the energy 555. So it referred me back again to the healing of the little matchstick girl. Again, the sins of our father. The sins of our father. And then for some reason, I wrote, but is it? And then I heard that Moripovich. Well. That balance between practicality and spirituality. Learn the balance between the messages that's going to be coming in at this time of transformation, of realization. I feel like I want to put another card on that one. Tell me more about this energy of self-discipline in regard to the energy of focus. For those that's resonating, the energy of this reading. Parenting. That's the focus right now. That's the transformation I feel like for somebody. The nest is that focus right now. Is where the boundaries need to be clear. I feel like. Tell me more about this energy of realization. Right now the phrase is coming to me. Father, child, and something the rod. I can't remember that phrase right now. Tell me more about this energy. Pride. And allow pride. Someone's realizing that their pride held them back. Their pride and their ego possibly. Tell me more about this energy of realization. 2 other cards wanted to come out. Change. Individuality. Again, just like what I just wrote here. What needs to change? Where you are, what's around you, who's around you, or is it you? And all of the above. And all of the above. Let's get one more on boundaries. Relationship change. Spill over on the individuality, change, pride. Tell me more about this energy of parenting. Spirituality. Okay. Again, I'm getting that energy of balancing practicality and spirituality. I'm getting that energy of not putting so much focus, not to put so much focus, set a boundaries, a clear boundaries. Almost like a kind of, I'm kind of seeing a vision board. Like some kind of timetable, almost, structure. I feel like there needs to be a balance between spiritual career and parenting. Self-discipline needs to come into this maybe someone's putting too much focus on their spirituality and maybe not enough focus on their parenting, or maybe someone's putting far too much focus on their parenting and not enough in their spirituality. As I was just saying that, the thought come to my mind is practice what you preach. Practice what you preach. Spiritual career, leadership came out. But I noticed how it flipped out. Peacekeeper. Let go of the need to be right. Broken arrow. Embrace the energy of peace. This energy of realization. About realization. Air guardian. Shift your perception. Tell me more about this energy of boundaries. Drum. Dream and journey. I was asking about why parenting here, and it says Father in the sky, trust in the unknown, but it's falling in the reverse over spirituality. It says Shield Maiden, make plans and focus, Again, another energy of focus. We've also got snake. Shed old skin. Change of the old ways. There's like a, it's almost like that, it's the same energy as the readings that come along. It's almost, and the energies that I've been tapped into also. There's a need to change an old way of being, an outdated way of thinking, of doing things. There's a need to see things from another perception here. Sorry, 1 second. had to press pause, so I hope it doesn't interfere with the video, because I've noticed that's what's been happening. Okay, tell me more about this energy of self-discipline. Wise one. Fell over air guardian, shift your perception, relationship change, and individuality. Grow within your current situation. Don't allow the situation to get the better of you. Again, this is just reminding me everything of what them call me, Vivi. It coming like me dropping on the twin flame journey. It coming like him want me making one a man a mad. Me go listen to the true me have no envy. Go listen to the true me have no envy. And Ludi, Blackjack, that's a roominess. Yeah. I'm gonna put it in the description of this video, because I notice music is something I kind of do as an energy release. As you know, I transmute what I feel into music. And what I noticed over the last year or 2 years, let me say, it's almost like I blacked out a year for some reason, but over the last 2 years, I realized that the music that I've written over a period of possibly 15 years is all downloads to now. Even some of the music I've forgotten. I had one called Jigsaw, and how it was all about someone not being able to figure out who I am, because you can't me, kind of. It was something around that. It's all relevant to now, and we're talking about 15 years back is when I wrote a particular song that I kind of forgot, and even other songs that's coming to light right now. Realizations. It's almost like the realization for me is the gift that I've had internally from since I was a child, and it's only now coming to light. Who I am, if that makes sense. It's like a realization, a kind of overwhelming energy, an in-between realms kind of energy, disbelief energy. So I feel like if this is resonating with anybody, this is where you may have been putting more focus into spirituality rather than the other things in your life. Great teacher, learn from spiritual experiences. Again, it's that whole quantum leap energy that I was picking up in season 1. This is all about the healing of the little matchstick girl coming into. So from the very first season, this is a family affair, father, mother, and child, till it's all about the healing of the little matchstick girl. It's relevant. I can't tell you how many hours, but I feel like it's relevant. I feel like that whole season is relevant to this energy right now. So when I got my last download, it came in the form of a kind of lucid dream where I had vision of somebody who'd already passed over, and realized that there was a message that had to be given, and I passed that message on, but it opened up doors to so much more. But everything happens for a reason, and through that door it brought forth another realization within me, and exactly how gifted I truly am. And the truth me confess, he come in, I can see nothing less. Empress, upcoming high priestess, alchemist. You understand? I mean, more about this energy of pride. What's pride here? Medicine mother, honor your inner knowing. One more card for pride. 2 more cards came. The sun. And white witch, be the light. It fell over on shift your perception. My ears are ringing right now. Be the light, and the light is honor your inner knowing. So I feel like I'm speaking to somebody who knows, and it fell over a wise one. Somebody knows the gifts that they have inside them. I feel like that's the realization. That's the realization is the sun, is the illumination. It's illuminated to somebody through life, relationship changes, individuality changes. Someone's looked within themselves and seen what it is within themselves that needs to change. Someone set the boundaries for themselves within this situation, or is needing to set the boundaries. But this is something that I feel like you're wise to. It's something that you know is needed. So once you know better, then you can move and work on doing better. So that's a positivity. So it's the right direction. Tell me more about this dreams and journey energy. What's this dreams and journey energy? Hermit, retreat and recharge. It's that confusion through the chaos. It's quieting it all down in your own mind. You can't control what goes on in the world outside of you. You can only control what goes on within you. And again, it's this education. It's this meditation energy that's helped me, by being pushed by my ancestral energy into meditating from another angle. Where I was meditating for so many years in a particular way, it was working up until, but through this realization that was coming about, I needed to see things from another perception. So the Most High guided me to a channel where I was able to now see things in a different way, another angle, doing things differently from what was or what has been, you understand, to this hermit energy. And through meditation is surely brought realization. The card that came out, it says, be brave and honest. Speak your truth is what I get from that. Speak your truth. There's a truth that's needing to be spoken in a humble way. Look how he's holding that sword close to his chest. I feel like someone was just in an energy of deciphering, working out how to bring this truth, this realization to the light. Hold the space, all over. Be the light, and I was going to say allow the need to always be right, but that's the card that came out. It says let go of the need to always be right. So some things are just best left alone is what I get from that. Some things are just best left alone. Detach yourself from anything that no longer serves you, that makes you feel a low vibe. Like for example, if this truth that you speak, there's like a lack of response or a low vibrational response, you can choose whether you continue that pursuit or whether you remove yourself from it and continue on your journey of life. I've got no doubt that more messages and more sightings is going to come about within this energy shift of what's coming through, because you're an energy of, it says honor your inner knowing, it says wisdom one. This is all that's within you. Be the light. Shift your perception. Great teacher, this is all within you, in the realization. And whatever this truth is, I don't feel like it's the only truth that's going to come through in this hermit energy, in the meditative state of mind. So it's about that balance. It's about balancing, setting clear boundaries in what it is that you give power to. Pick your battles wisely. Protection, guardian, drop your shields. Again, there's two energies of surrender at the bottom of the deck. Too many cards. Again, baby. I've got to take it. And the moon's at the bottom of the deck. They're all major arcana cards, so everything that comes out is going to be a major energy that surrounds you. But 5, 5, 5. Something is being illuminated within a hermit energy, within meditation, within that soul searching, which is bringing a depth, transformation, realization. I've got no order of how I was doing this reading, to be honest, because the first energy I was tapped into, it shifted. So that was like day one. It shifted. I was gonna do a love message for the Little Mermaid. For the Little Matchstick girl. But then the energy shifted rapidly by the following day, which was yesterday. Shifted by yesterday. So I said, is when I tapped into the energy of sins of a father. I said, I went in the mood. I had a long day out, physically tired. So I said, no, I'm not going to tap into that energy. So now again, this rising, I said, okay, I'm going to tap in. But so it's almost like I've got two card sections around me. I've got one that I was going to do for a love reading, and then on the other hand, I've got these. So I'm kind of iffing and biting, but for some reason I picked up these. What's the energy for the Little Matchstick girl in regards to this energy of, I'm going to do all of them for the hermit. Rapunzel, liberation. Tell me more about this energy of the sun. Wounds, fairies. Tell me more about this energy of the death card. Why is the death card telling me about this energy? From Belina, expectations. Bottom of the deck. Greed. What game of picking flowers? What came of picking flowers? Greed. At the bottom of the deck. And I feel like that's the moon energy. So through someone's greed, I think I've got the right book. I've got 3 of these kind of decks and they kind of look all similar, the books. So card number 2. I'm just going to read this one, the Liberation. it was bothering me, so I had to pause and get the book. So yeah. So meaning liberation from imprisonment, escape, relief. Cut yourself free from heavy thoughts, the end of negative thinking patterns, releasing attachments to your history. Change is within your ability to create. Fate will intervene, but you must be ready. A time of waiting is complete. Freedom from heavy thoughts, a new perspective. So this is all that's been happening. This is all within that hermit energy, within this meditation mode. That's what's been illuminated. Again, I'm going to just card 28. The deliberation is from wounds. It says words have the power to change lives. Speak words of kindness and you will be rewarded. Be charitable to all. Do good deeds, often with no thought of reward. Do not seek to enrich yourself. Limitation is not the way to success. When we speak the beauty and kindness, all are enriched. Someone may need assistance. And then we've got the card number 13, expectations. Exceeding expectations. People do not value what they know nothing of. Finding your own people, your true name. There is no one like you. Enjoy the challenges and learn from them. Rejection will take place. You do not have to accept relationships with those you do not love. You will find your family and your kin. You are nature's child. It's the illumination. Is what someone comes. That's the information and the illumination that someone receives inwardly, just through being at the bottom of the well. That's the knowledge and wisdom that was gained. That somebody is a form of truth and light within their own cluster, within their own circle, which is gonna illuminate outwardly. The sun's been coming up regularly in the read. So something has been illuminated about who someone truly is. Got instincts, intuition, knowing, sensing and trusting. I feel like that's not always being trusted. Someone's not always trusted their inner knowing, their inner life, their inner wisdom. Compassion. Caring, empathy, acceptance, and gentleness coming off the energy of the sun. I keep hearing when you know better, you do better. Coming back. Pleasure. Enjoyment, beauty, sensuality and indulgence. And I'm going to read this, number 10. So it says, card message. Amidst the rapid pace and daily demands of life, taking time to indulge in pure pleasure is really included on our to-do list. Or is it the first to be removed once we get busy? When was the last time you did something just because it made you feel good? Now is the time to allow your senses to genuinely engage with more of the simple and profound pleasures of life. Prepare a special meal and savor each of the flavors and textures. Immerse yourself into the sounds of the natural world. Watch children or animals at play and join them. Pamper yourself or cuddle a loved one. Take the time to walk alone or walk along the beach or through the trees. If you feel guilty enjoying pleasure for yourself, take a breath and sense this feeling stems from. Take a breath and sense where this feeling stems from. Remind yourself, life isn't meant to be enjoyed. Life is meant to be enjoyed. I was thinking, what does that mean? If we never allow pleasure, we can become numb and forget how to feel. We become snappy like the crocodile, lashing out from this unfilled space within. If we overindulge, always looking outside of ourselves for something to feed our sensual desires, in a time our surface pleasures lose their appeal or can even become unhealthy addictions. Sensations are most pleasurable in balance. By allowing yourself to engage your senses in things you find pleasurable, you connect with every essence of life, joy and pleasure, and fundamentally, ingredients of a nurtured and fulfilling existence. If we are open, we can discover simple pleasures in all the moments of life. Every person deserves pleasure in their life. Give yourself full permission, and in truth, an ultimatum, to include the experience of pleasure in your world. Tell me more about this energy of the death card. Where's the death card here? Hello, illumination, home. It says shelter, safety, nurturing and warmth. Card number 4. Our home is meant to be our haven, a solid base where we can feel safe and nurtured, a place we can drop our guard and feel at ease, free to be ourselves. Our home is a living container of self-expression, a creative reflection of who we are. Is your home currently reflecting your true and highest nature, or are there areas that need to be cleared out or rearranged? This card is a call for you to take the time to recognize and create your home as a sacred reflection of yourself. Choose colors and photos that represent aspects of your nature that you most want to bring out. Fill your home with the vibrancy of living plants and the smell of fresh flowers. Clear away clutter and open the windows to allow fresh air and new energy to flow in and out with ease. Weed the garden, move some furniture around, put the fresh coat of paint or light some candles or incense. Fill your living spaces with music, friendship and experiences that support the energy you desire to have in your home. This card encourages you to put love and time into your house, as these things that make a house a home. Give yourself and your home will reflect this love back to you. And I kind of chuckle as I'm reading this, because if this isn't a personal reading, I don't know what isn't, or what is. Because right now, this is my final weekend and of finishing what it is I need to finish in order for that next stage that I've been guided to do, and this has been going on now for a year. I've literally been doing this home energy improvement for 1 year. After a separation, I decided that I need to release and transmute. Release and transmute. And in doing that, in this meditative hermit stage right here, the realization is being real. Like I kind of always known that through these readings, I'm seeing a reflection of my life. And not only my life, this is a collective energy, because although I don't get many views, but 1 or 2 people have come and has resonated with the energies that I've been tapped into. So this is a collective energy. So although I may only get a few views right now, but believe me and YouTube, Insta, me not come be impressed. I the truth me, I can see, come in, I can see nothing less. Empress, upcoming high priestess, alchemist. You understand? What I come to realize is that me starting this channel was a self-healing task that I was guided to do. It was me breaking down barriers within myself. And I was always guided from the very beginning that even if one, and I heard this clearly, even if it's only one that receives the messages that I have to say, then so be it. So be it. You understand? I was guided from that. So at one point it kind of stunned me, like, oh raw, but nevertheless it never stopped me pushing on with what I needed to push on with. But what it has illuminated to me, it's illuminated a lot. I do reading after reading, regardless of the views or anything like that, because I understand that it stems from within me. Before I can project that, I have to heal that. Is the reason why I'm moving it. And first of all, I've got one song and it says, "Car, make sure you're fierce, and do not make me dry you out like a shoes lace. And what is me I hear? Say you pull me son from the bed, from the cloud bed." So I realized I actually, because words are spells. You understand? Words is your intention. I called for karmic energy to my page unknowingly in what it was I was actually doing. I was just singing a song that I created inwardly from what I was going through at that particular time, in that whole release and transmute energy. And I realized when I do a karmic reading, my views are sky high. Sky high. I think there's 2 or 3 karmic readings that I did, and the views are, one of them's over 100 views. And I said to myself, and from that point, and this was about a month or so ago, I done that reading, and it was at that point I realized a lot in regards to my channel. If I title this karmic, it would be sky high, but it's not. It's about the healing. And I realized a lot. There's so much, going back to the reasons I've done, that's led me into a particular realization that I've kind of transformed away from. I've moved away from what was keeping me at the bottom of the sea. And by doing that, it's illuminated in me exactly who I am and the gifts that I have within myself, and the need to trust my intuition and to never doubt myself going forward. Never doubt myself going forward. So let's see, tell me more about this energy of her. Let's see what's coming towards. What's this death card moving towards, is what I want to say. What's the death card moving towards? What's this transformation? The death card moving towards. Because what I'm seeing here is, after something has been brought to the light, after something has been illuminated, the death card is moving away from a realization. So after a realization is when this transformation is going to take place. Intelligence. There was some kind of intelligence. I'm here. It's almost like some CIA energy is what I just kind of briefly tapped into just now. Some kind of intelligence is what's bringing this change. Education, knowledge, perception, flexibility. Tell me more about. Maybe someone's going to be doing some form of studying. Maybe someone's going to be doing something that's going to sound, could be to do with music. Music, silence, rhythm and vibration. Someone's going to just heal. Someone's just going to throat chakra. Could be to do with music, some kind of expression of how it is that you truly feel. It's that whole teacher energy. It's that whole, what I'm doing now. That voice speaking it out, what it is that you're feeling, and how I'm doing that is through the energy of my card. So I say what I see. I say what I feel. True speaker. when it says